There's something very important to understand about NDE, near-death experiences. What happens? A person feels that they are reborn, have a new purpose in life. They see the oneness maybe of all creation, but it's a common thing that they view that there's some sort of life after death, and this is a very encouraging, and that they've been given back this gift of life. So, what do we do with this? Like, what purpose does this serve? That God is giving us this experience. So we have to know that this is something that all of us can reach in a like an everyday situation. That if we just were to cleanse our it's called the garments of our soul, to purify our thoughts, to purify and cleanse our speech, to purify and cleanse our actions, thought, speech, and action. And then to align our will, to align our conduct with God entirely. And this would have the effect of what's called healing our identity. Why is it important to heal our identity? Because healing our identity is, as people write about, this Dr. Jeffrey Rediger in his book, he talks about this. It's through his years of study. Healing your identity has a way of healing yourself physically. Why is that? Why is identity something that brings about healing? It's because we're cleansing ourselves, as simple as that. And if we cleanse ourselves spiritually, cleanse our conduct, then it has a physical effect as well on our body. So what happens when a person goes through an NDE, a near-death experience, is that they're cleansed. They don't have, they've healed their identity. They don't have time for all these things that all this nonsense that a lot of people get caught up with in life. And to just focus on things that are true, focusing on family, focusing on the things that really matter in life. So that's very good. But what does it mean for me? What does it mean for even people that go through that experience? What do you do with that? So it's on the one hand, it's very hard maybe to go back into the everyday life because you've had such an experience. Like, how can you go back to a 9-to-5 job? How can you go back to daily life? On the other hand, God is giving you this new gift of life, this renewed sense of purpose and a sense of being, sense that that life is really a gift. So what do I do with this gift? So every moment is a gift, every breath is a gift. Okay, so what do I do with that? So that's the thing, right? So even people that have gone through NDEs, near-death experience, or haven't gone through NDEs, or are fascinated by this, what does this all lead to? So we all have to align ourselves with God, right? The reason why it's so interesting and so compelling is we've all have loved ones, and we want to know that have passed on, and we want to know, make sure they're okay, and we want to overcome our fear of death, perhaps. But okay, that's very nice, but what do I do with this life? That's the main question. We have this gift of life. We have such potential, this flowering potential, like in springtime. We have flowers that are blooming. We have all this potential, everything all around us. Every moment is filled with potential. And so what do we do with that? To not fear death, okay, fine. But what do I do with life? That's the real question. And so we know that God is giving us the things to do. We have a Bible to study. We have mitzvahs. We have commandments that always bring us closer to God. But even that's not the point. The point is who are we helping in this world? Who are we bettering in this world? We're here for a purpose, for a mission, but that's for the sake of others. It's not for the sake of some spiritual bank account in the world to come, some reward in the world to come. It's not for the sake of doing spiritual things. It's for the sake of doing something in this world. That's why our soul came down to this world, to do things in this world, to do physical things, to get married, have children, give charity, help others, learn the Bible with others, connect them to the infinite, but to do it in our physical body. So again, I understand the fascination with NDEs, but it's pretty straightforward that our soul came down. It's like called through going through a tunnel. What's the tunnel? It's like in the physical world, it's the birth canal. In the spiritual world, it's like the valley of death, as in Psalm 23, verse 4. So we come through a valley of death, and we go back. We pass back through a tunnel. Our soul passes back through a tunnel and back into the world of truth. That's obvious. Okay, that's. But what do we actually do with our lives? That's the real question. And if we have a purpose, if we have like a whole list of things that we are here intent to do in this world, so then the natural side effect is that God blesses us with health and wealth and all these things. But the focus is not the health. The focus is not the wealth. The focus is on what are we actually doing in this world? What is our list of things to do that we're coming to God and we're saying, hey, listen, I have all these things that I'm planning, all these very good things that I'm planning to do in this world. So you're asking humbly to be able to do these things. So the natural result is that I should be healthy and be able to do it. I should live long years, God willing, and so forth. For instance, if it's to be that you should have a lot of guests, then maybe you need a mansion. Maybe you need a big house to give a lot of charity. Maybe then I should be blessed with wealth to promote the name of God in this world. Maybe I should be well known. Maybe people should know about me in order to spread the awareness of God in this world. But the focus is always on my mission, my purpose, whatever that is, whatever that purpose is, to have a laser focus on that, my soul's purpose in this world. So again, NDE, near-death experience, it could be very reassuring to know that there's life after death, to know that there's this world of truth that souls go to after a lifetime on earth. But then, okay, so now what do I do with that? What do I do with this gift of life that I'm given? Whether I've gone through that experience or not, all of us need to know that. And so we have to focus on making every moment count, and to be thankful for every breath that God is continuously breathing. He's continuously breathing this soul, this life into me. So to be focused on making every moment count and helping others. It's the main thing, to do something with it, to help others. Thank you.